With a quick phone interview where we find Brian Allison, head football coach of the Union County Panthers. Coach Allison, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thanks, I appreciate you having us.
Now, you're coming off a great season. Last year, you went 6-4, finished just shy of the school's first playoff berth since 2001. How tough is it to put last year's heartbreaking finish, where you lost 3 of the last 4, in the rearview mirror?
Well, I think we finished with three pretty good teams, and our guys have used it for a little motivation. They've worked really hard in this off season, and so I think we've put it behind us pretty well. But finishing with Raven and finishing with Jefferson is a pretty good challenge for us.
Now, how much of your starting core on both sides of the ball are going to be back for you this season, and what are some of the areas you feel your team needs to improve before that first game?
We have 4 returners on offense and 5 returners on defense. As of right now, the biggest improvements we need to make are in the secondary. We lost several players in the secondary. I think 3 out of 4 in the secondary that we've got to find some people that can step in there and fill some voids. Quarterback, we lost our quarterback. We've got 2 guys competing in that position. And we lost a couple of receivers that we've got to have some people step up and make some plays. Our guys are working hard and doing a good job right now, so hopefully they will make those plays and they will step up and fill those vacancies.
Now, last year, you mentioned it a moment ago, Jefferson came out of 8AA and won the state championship. What was that like to see a region rival go all the way? And I know you guys gave them some good competition there in your season finale as well.
It was neat seeing that and knowing that we'd played the state champion. But honestly, they drilled us pretty good there in that last game, and for our guys, it's kind of a something for us to be able to see the goal that we want to work to get toward. Jefferson's so good fundamentally; they're so good technique, and they just don't beat themselves. And it's just a great competition, and it's one of those things that up here we don't get that very often, playing a state championship.
Now, with the powerhouse teams in 8AA like the Jefferson, Rabun, Greene County, and Washington Wilkes, what will it take for the Panthers to take one of those top 4 spots this year?
We're going to have to be very consistent. Last year, at Greene County, we had like 5 turnovers. We've got to eliminate those turnovers and eliminate some big plays. We gave up some big plays to Raven, and we got to be fundamentally more sound and be able to block and tackle a little bit better, where we didn't do that against Jefferson. And, if we'll just do that, then, we'll just go out and play the best game that we can play. And if we're in it, we're in it. If we're not, we're not. But as long as we've gone out and we can say that we did the best we could do, and we're good with that. Of course, we're going to be highly upset if we're not in that position and if we're not in those playoffs.
Well, Coach Allison, thanks again for your time, and can't wait to see how your team does this season. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the coverage.
Thanks for the time. On the other side of the break, we'll wrap up the show in the studio. Stick around.